On my mirror, start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach, there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kaylin, and we are back with another video. And today's video, by the look of the thumbnail, we're opening up some Amazon packages. So I'm kind of strapped for time right now, but I want to make sure you guys get this video. So I'm gonna start going through some of the books. If it gets too long or like I'm running out of time, because I'm literally on a time restraint right now, I'm going to cut it in half, and then this will be 2 videos. So we'll get this one and then I'll have a part 2. So let's get right into it. I ordered these books so long ago, like I literally don't know what's in these. So first book we have, oh nice, is The Fine Print. I did not have this series, and I was gonna read this series on my Kindle, but I was like, I need to get these shelves ready. Like it doesn't look, these aren't enough, okay? So I'm having my husband put shelves in on the wall, and then I'm thinking about getting another tall bookshelf for one of the corners of my room. So we need more books. This is the Dreamland Billionaires series with Rowan and Zara. So Rowan, I'm in the business of creating fairy tales, theme parks, production companies, 5-star hotels. Everything could be all mine if I renovated Dreamland. My initial idea of hiring Zara was good in theory, but then I kissed her. Things spiraled out of control once I texted her using an alias. By the time I realized where I went wrong, it was too late. People like me don't get happy endings, not when we're destined to ruin them. And then Zara is, after submitting a drunk proposal criticizing Dreamland's most expensive ride, I should have been fired. Instead, Rowan Kane offered me a dream job. The catch, I had to work for the most difficult boss I've ever met. Rowan was rude and completely off limits, but my heart didn't care. At least not until I discovered his secret. It was time to teach the billionaire that money couldn't fix everything, especially not us. That seems good. I've seen this all around, and y'all, I never knew what it was about, so now I know what it's about. And that actually sounds interesting. So next book. I want to read this so bad. Okay, so this is, oh, and this is by Lauren Asher. The next book I got was The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I've seen this everywhere on like recommendations, like book of the years, whatever it is. I've seen it and I've heard so many great things about it. So we all have regrets, choices we could make differently, paths we didn't take, other lives we might have led. But what if you were given a chance to fix your past? Enter the Midnight Library. Nora's life has been going from bad to worse. Then at the stroke of midnight on her last day on Earth, she finds herself transported to the Midnight Library, where each book contains an alternate life, a possible world in which she made different choices. She is given what seems like the ultimate opportunity, a chance to undo her regrets and try out each of the other lives she might have lived. But things aren't always what she imagined they'd be, and soon her choices place the library and herself in extreme danger. Before time runs out, she must answer the ultimate question. With infinite choices, what is the best way to live? And like, this is crazy because I feel like we always think this, or like ask the question like, if you could go back in time, would you? Do you have any regrets? Is there anything that you would do differently? But like, if we did things differently, our lives would play out differently. So this is like so interesting to me, and I actually might pick this up and read this before January ends, or it's definitely going to be on my February TBR. The next thing I got was Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I've seen this book like for a long time. I've never read any of her books, but this is like a mystery thriller. I needed to get some more mystery thrillers, guys. I've been buying all these romances and fantasy, and I'm like, I love mystery, so I had to pick this up. No one ever just disappears. Ellie Mack was a perfect daughter, and then she was gone. 10 years after Ellie's disappearance, her mother Laurel Mack is trying to put her life back together when she meets an unexpectedly charming man in a cafe. Before she knows it, she's meeting Floyd's daughters, and his youngest, Poppy, takes Laurel's breath away. Because the eerily precocious Poppy is the spitting image of Ellie, and now the unanswered questions she's tried so hard to put to rest begin haunting Laurel anew. Where did Ellie go? Did she run away from home as the police have long suspected, or did something more sinister happen? A haunting page-turner of sheer perfection, Then She Was Gone is a gripping and emotionally resonant tale of one mother's quest to uncover the clues she failed to recognize and finally discover the truth of what happened to her daughter. So I usually don't like reading books like this, because like books about like moms losing their daughters, or like your kid getting kidnapped, or like something happened to your kid, because as a mom, like, don't do that. I'm coming after you. Like the like feeling that you get, like thinking that like something will happen to your child, like, yes, I'm coming after you. Like there's so many movies out there that are like that, and like moms will go to the extent to get their baby back, to get their child back. Like, Don't be messing with us mothers. Next we have, oh yay, I didn't know which package this was in, but I got a reading journal, so prepare for some, you know, content on that. I'm not gonna open it. We'll do this in like another video when I do stuff about my reading journal. Oh my gosh, I'm excited for this. Natasha Bishop, Only for the Week. Now, Shaughnessy, Alex, them too. This is why I got this book, because they have just raved about this book and like 5-star book. Alex keeps talking about Rome. I'm like, I want to know Rome. I want to know Rome. I want to, you know, I want to see what he's about. Why is he so great? So I had to pick this up. I actually, see, when I get up, I'm like, I actually might read this next. You can't read them all next. You have to pick one. This is the indecisive in me. Like, there's two. I have so many books I need to read and I want to read them all next, but we can't. So this is Only for the Week. You are cordially invited to the wedding of Amiri Cross and Arnold Hightower. And now a toast from the maid of honor, Janelle Cross. Hi everyone, thank you for being here. Some of you may know me as the sister of the bride. Some of you may know me as the ex-girlfriend of the groom. But I'm willing to bet none of you know me as the woman secretly sleeping with the best man. I am. I know I'm just as surprised as you. It was only supposed to be for the week. But every kiss, adventure, and stolen moment with Rome Martin feels like it could last forever. Oh well, what happens in Tulum stays in Tulum, right? Ooh, I like this. I like that. Okay, and this is not a long book, so we might sneak this in for January. We just might. All right, I got like 5 minutes, y'all. Let's pick one that has a couple in there, and then we'll do the other ones later. So that was already 4, and I feel a couple in here, so let's do these. Oh no they didn't. Oh no they didn't. Sit up there and kind of crush my books. So the next book I got is Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Y'all know this is my auto-buy author. I love her stuff. It's just the way she writes, I can read it all day. So this one is about Elise Porter is an average 20-something, and yet what happens to her is anything but ordinary. On a rainy New Year's Day, she heads out to pick up some pizza for one. She isn't expecting to see anyone else in the shop, much less the adorable and charming Ben Ross. Their chemistry is instant and electric. Ben cannot even wait 24 hours before asking to see her again. Within weeks, the two are head over heels in love. By May, they've eloped. Only 9 days later, Ben is out riding his bike when he is hit by a truck and killed on impact. Elsie hears the sirens outside her apartment. By the time she gets downstairs, he has already been whisked off to the hospital. There, she must face Susan, the mother-in-law she has never met and who doesn't even know Elsie exists. Oh my gosh. Interweaving Elsie and Ben's charmed romance with Elsie and Susan's healing process, Forever Interrupted will remind you that there's more than one way to find a happy ending. Her books be so emotional. Like, girl, why? Dang. We're gonna get into that. So next we have Disgrace by Brittany Cherry. This is another recommendation from Shaughnessy, one of her videos, and I was like, ooh, add to cart. Each day I prayed for my husband to love me again. Yo, these what am I reading? I'm gonna be in here crying. After 15 years together, he walked away from me and into the arms of another. I don't know how to cope. I don't know my worth. I didn't know how to exist without him by my side. And all I wanted was for him to come back to me. Then Jackson Emery appeared. He was supposed to be a distraction for my mind, a summer fling, a confidence boost to my bruised heart. We were perfect for one another because we both knew we wouldn't last. Jackson didn't believe in commitment, and I no longer believed in love. He was too closed off for me, and I was too damaged for him. Everything was fine until one night my heart skipped a beat. I didn't expect him to make me laugh, to make me think, to make my sadness somewhat disappear. When our time was up, my heart didn't know how to walk away. Each day I prayed for my husband to love me again, yet slowly my prayers began to shift toward the man who wasn't right for me. I prayed for one more smile, one more kiss, one more laugh, one more touch. I prayed for him to be mine, even though I knew his heart wasn't destined to love. Well, that sounds beautiful, heartbreaking, and real. Like, what? Oh my gosh. That sounds like this is gonna be like real. Like, ooh, I'm excited for that. That's different too. I kind of like reading like marriage tropes too, like anything that involves like marriage and stuff. I like that kind of stuff. This is another one that I saw. This is The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods. I've seen this a lot of places, like highly recommended, like raved about. So on a quiet street in Dublin, a lost bookshop is waiting to be found. For too long, Opaline, Martha, and Henry have been the side characters in their own lives. But when a vanishing bookshop casts its spell, these three unsuspecting strangers will discover that their own stories are every bit as extraordinary as the ones found in the pages of their beloved books. By and unlocking the secrets of the shelves, they find themselves transported to a world of wonder where nothing is as it seems. I'm just trying to like broaden my horizon of like kind of books that I read. So I wanted to go on, and I forget, I think it was on Goodreads, and it was like the best of like 23, or there's something else that I'm just blanking on, that is like a list of books that like book club something, I don't know. But this sounds really good. How far will you go to find your story? Like, just seems different. Like, I want to broaden my horizons this year. So that is 7 books from Amazon. Let's see, we don't have time for more. Okay, so I have this package and I have 4 more, so stay tuned for part 2. I think I still have like 10 plus books, so I will try to make the part 2 soon, so then it's like not that like you don't have to wait till next Wednesday. I'll try to make it so then it's another video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this little Amazon book unhaul part 1. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for part 2. We still have plenty of books we need to unwrap, but I don't want to rush them. So let me know if you read any of these books, if you recommend, what you thought, so forth and so on, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.